Okay. I think we're live, hopefully. Everything looks okay.
Yes.
Uh, yeah, I'm just gonna. Zach, can you just speak into the mic just so that I know you're not.
Hello. One, two, three.
Alright, that should be good. I think your
Cool.
your voice is fluid. Alright. So,
Wait, when,
Yes. What's up, Ryan?
when should I mute you?
After the coin toss.
yeah,
Okay.
we'll let you okay. know.
Yeah,
I think
we'll
we're
let you know.
live, hopefully. Everything looks okay. Alright.
Yes.
That is. Sorry for the echo there. Um, let's. I guess let's get started. I don't think there's really any more time to waste here. Um, so I guess we can just start with the coin toss. Actually, Zach, is there anything you want to add before this match?
Well, just to get some context to any newer viewers, this is pretty much the marquee match of Group A. You have two of the top competitors who average insanely fast at home. Um, both of these competitors have very good shots at getting out of Group A. This is a match you definitely do want to not want to miss, and I think that this could potentially be the first match that draws the Clock Cup, but we'll see.
Yeah. I'm just gonna update the rest of the viewers about the group standings right now. You guys won't be able to hear Zach, unfortunately, so I'll ask for his input later. So right now, here's how the group standings look like. What you're looking at on the top left right here is Group A. So this is what we're competing for. This is Group A. We have Zayd and Ryan, who are in this match with no points and also just no statistics here. And right now, as it stands, at Group A, Vishwa is leading with a 7 solve difference and 3 points. Luke is trailing with a -7 solve difference and no points. So that's just Group A. I won't go over Group C or D, but if you want to see it, just it's on the screen now. All right. So let's go back here to Zach. So anything else you want to add before the coin toss?
Nothing really. Like I mentioned earlier, I think that this is going to be pretty much a very important match for both Zayd and Ryan. Once again, these are two competitors who have very good shots at getting out of this group, and one of them is going to look to just get some momentum going into the rest of the group stage, and this is where it's going to be found today.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess there's no more time to waste here at 7:06 Eastern. Let's do the coin toss. So right now, I believe Zayd was in the higher seed for the clock up. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So Zayd, which side would you like to pick first, heads or tails?
I will choose tails.
It is tails, as we see right here. So, Zayd, would you like to go first or second?
I will go first.
You will go first. Okay, that is beautiful. Um, we will get started as soon as Zayd times his first solve. Ryan and Zayd, would you mind muting us, Carter and Zachary? Just keep Vishwa
Yeah.
unmuted as he'll be your referee. All right. We're just gonna do a test just to make sure that Ryan and Zayd cannot hear us. So, Ryan and Zayd, if you can hear us, please respond back.
Ryan, Zayd, if you can hear me, please respond back. All right, we're good.
I believe we are okay. All right.
Vishwa, can you just test and just ask if they can hear you just quickly?
Ryan and Zayd, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
Zayd is good to go whenever he is ready. All right.
Yeah.
Zach,
Zayd, you can start whenever you're ready.
Zach, do you want to talk about the scramble here?
Yeah, so this scramble is a little interesting. We do have, I think, this one's going to be very interesting because I don't really see any like forced skips or anything that we can really do here.
Well, that was a solve.
A very fast solve to start though,
4:59.
4:59.
I think that's around what Zayd.
Wait, what was the
averaged,
time?
if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
4:59. Zayd here. All right, Zach, don't forget to enter in your time, by the way.
Oh, don't worry, I've already got that covered.
Beautiful. Ryan is starting here. That's a lockup on the first cross, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
But
A little
DNF.
struggle in the corners.
the first solve.
this? How do I get it to say DNF?
So tell
it's-
Ryan that like after you submit it, it should say something afterwards that says it could be a DNF.
Wait.
After you submit the time, it should. So just press enter once.
All right, so that is that's a DNF for Ryan's first solve of the Claw Cup.
Okay, did it work?
That's sad, unfortunately.
I think
Alright.
you press enter again.
Yeah, you need to press enter again.
Press enter.
There we
Okay,
go. All right, you got it.
All right.
All right. Yep. Ryan will be starting first in the next one due to the snaking format. And while they scramble, I'm interested in talking about this scramble because there's a nice edge case on the darker side. No corner skips visible to me yet, so
Yeah. This is the first like lucky case of this match, so we're gonna see how both competitors take advantage of it. Ryan's opting to go with the unluckier side first. Oh, that's
Nice.
a lockup, and he has the safety. 7-13.
7-13.
at least this time he solved the clock.
Zayd given the signal to go, and he is now gonna try to attempt this. Looks like he's gonna go for the lucky side first, and then switch to the unlucky. May have found a corner skip to force. Will solve this successfully in 5:31. We'll take point 2.
All right, that is 2-0 right now. I just want to see if any of the statistics changed in terms of the brief match.
Currently, it looks like Zayd's odds are increasing right now. Around 57 versus 39. 4% of competitors saying this will end in a tie. Sorry, viewers.
That is interesting. Okay. Because it used to be 50-50. That is the official result that I
Zayd can start whenever he is ready.
If you're going first, you can start whenever.
Wait.
Alright.
This scramble is very interesting, Carter. There is a
Oh,
two-move
yeah.
cross on the other side,
Oh my
on the darker side,
Is there
as well as a corner skip.
um
Wow.
yeah.
Oh, DNF there for Zayd.
oh
That
okay.
was off by +1 in some corners. Ryan will look to capitalize and take his first point of the match.
The first 3 rounds of this match we've had 2 DNFs. That's not good.
Ryan will just look to take his first point, and that is a solved clock, so Ryan will take his first point of the match.
I think I don't think we've seen the nerves necessarily affect Zayd as much here, but in terms of sorry, actually I entered it in the wrong room. In terms of oh yeah, okay. I entered it in the wrong room. I've been looking at a different room this whole time, but
Scramble's not up.
yeah,
We're
so
working
that's
on
my
it. Tell
apologies.
Vishwa, tell him we're working on it. There we go.
There we go. All right. Oh wow. Okay, this side.
Another very nice scramble here. You have basically another two-move cross on the light side this time, as well as an edge case on the back side. I could see some 3s happening here. Potentially a 2, knowing that these competitors can solve very fast.
Ryan's taking his time here. First cross.
A little bit shaky on that first cross, but trying to locks up on the -1/+1 corner on the down left pin for a 552.
Ryan is visibly angry, or not audibly angry, I should say. All right, Zayd's off.
Zayd looking to
a flip.
Zayd doing a Z2 flip
A flip just looks
will
slow,
solve.
but it seems
That will be a 502.
It's 502. Does it for Zayd here. 3-1. I don't think a Ryan win is out of the question, but as we've seen in previous matches, I don't think there's been a case where the first competitor that takes the point loses the match at the end. Have you seen that? Have you seen that trend? And can you confirm that?
I do not recall any of that happening before, unless any of the viewers can back us up on this. I think the person who comes out of the gate first is usually the one to win the match, because Caleb won first, and then Conan won the first point, Jacob won the first point,
Zayd
and as
That
well
was
as
fast.
Vishwa won the first point.
It's a
So
444
444 for Zayd.
All right, let's make sure Ryan's okay. All right, Ryan is starting here. What does the scramble hold? Not much. I don't see any specific corner or edge lucky cases here.
Yes, there's no lucky cases in this scramble, so it's basically
But that
just
might be
solve
a
and hope for something
4.44.
lucky.
Might have.
A 5-0, a 5 flat, so Zayd will take another point.
Okay.
Carter, enter your time.
Yes, that is my bad. All right. Okay.
Odds are not changing much right now, still about 57-38 with 4% in a tie.
I think I'm just waiting to see what happens as we get close to the halftime here, and see what happens after halftime if Ryan decides or Zayd decides to take.
Ryan can go whenever.
Just to see if Ryan can make the comeback here.
Ryan starting on this next scramble.
Okay.
A little bit of a fumble, but does solve the clock. Carter, do you want to mention anything about the scramble?
I believe there is a corner skip on the scramble on both sides. So
Yes.
Zayd's opting to go for the corner skip, I believe. Yes, he is going for the corner.
X2 flip and
that is probably going to beat whatever Ryan got. 415. 415.
yep.
That beats Ryan. That beats Ryan. 450. That beats Ryan's 457. So that means that Zayd is now in the lead by 4 points. I think here, once we get to 6, it's gonna be more of a permanent damage to Ryan's just whatever Ryan does in the future. Zach, do you mind entering in your time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and ping Josh to join so he can just see what Vish was doing.
Yeah, that's okay. There's an edge lucky case on this scramble and also a corner skip on the other side. So let's see how they do with that. Zayd here. Being careful. Alright. And I think that looks pretty smooth. That's a 393. That is our first sub 4 of the match. Let's see if Ryan can top that. I believe Ryan has at least one official 3 of his own. I'm pretty sure he has multiple. Well, let's see if at first cross looks shaky.
Fumbled
Table
and the visible
slam.
anger. 528. Another point for Zayd. 1-6.
Audible sigh there. This is not good news for Ryan, unfortunately.
That was my fault. I got the time in. Vishwa, you can let Ryan know to start whenever the next scramble.
You guys see a scramble?
No.
That is Carter Williams.
has to press you.
That is my bad. Okay, I will count that into stoppage time. Let's see. Yeah, Zayd, I think this is where I can safely say at this point that Zayd's, at this rate, is starting to crush it against Ryan.
Yeah, a lot of other matches have shown in this Clock Cup it's really important to
Am
get
I
up ahead
first?
early.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
But it is very important to get ahead early in this tournament. We've seen a lot of wins get solidified because of big leads that people set early. Nice corners there, but that may not. That's a 428 actually. I
That's
thought
pretty
that
good.
was a high score.
I think that's Ryan's best solve, if I'm not mistaken. Yes.
Yes,
it
that is his best solve so far of the Clock Cup.
So.
Still looking for that 3, but you can see on Zayd's camera there's a lucky case he's
C2
saving
flip.
for the back. Another
Oh, wait, is a 403? Wait, was that a DNF on the other side?
Vishwa asked Zayd to show the dark side.
Zayd, can you show the other side to the camera?
Oh, okay.
Solved. Okay,
that
cool.
was solved. All right.
So a 403 there, a pretty competitive set, but Zayd will once again take a point.
All right. That is
That was close.
1-7 Zayd, I believe, or is that one? That is
Yeah, it's 1-7 Zayd right now.
Cool.
Moving into the next scramble shortly after I enter my time. I'm going to restart my cubing time because this happens on my end.
All right.
Let's see. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. All right.
This scramble doesn't look bad. There's an adjacent edge case on one side, and there is a edge skip on the other side. So let's see how this goes.
There's also a corner skip on that edge skip on the other side, but I don't think anyone's going to opt to preserve that because of the two lucky cases. They're just going to take their edge cases and move on. Zayd saving the edge skip for last. Will do full corners, so did not preserve the skip. Will take a 487.
Is that 407 or 487? 487. Okay. That is... I would like to say that is beatable for Ryan, but Ryan has only beaten that time 2 times within this match, so... will it beat it? It might. I think that beat it. It might have.
Solved clock will be a 421, so he does take a point. Ryan seems to finally be starting to find his groove. Vishwa, you should probably go to do reg for your comp.
Yeah, so I'm gonna head out. Just let both of the competitors know when to start themselves.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So Josh
Yeah.
here will be your referee. Josh, you want to say hi to the stream here?
Hello.
All right.
Yeah.
Zach, also enter in your time. So
This is rough, bro.
I will lower the volume for Josh a little bit here so that the stream can't hear him, but might be able to hear things of him. So. Okay. We're about 3 minutes left into halftime, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a lot of stoppage time here.
I think we should add 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Thoughts?
I was gunning for like 3 or so, but
I think the delays were probably... Actually, the ref switch will cause 3. Let's do 3.
yes. Okay.
Ryan with a pretty quick flip on this scramble. Oh, a little shaky in the corners there. 5:14 for his time.
Okay. Let's see how Zayd does here. There's an edge skip on one side and 2 corner skips on the other side. So we're gonna see how competitive.
I wonder if the competitors will opt to preserve those corner skips or not.
Most likely, I believe.
Zayd looks like he chose not to, but we'll take a point there with a 451.
Okay, that is yet another point for Zayd here. It is now 2-8. You know, Zach, I'd like to point out at this point in the tournament, we've seen a lot of kind of unfinished comeback stories in terms of situations like these where a competitor that has like 2 points gets to somewhere around like 6 or so, but it's not nearly enough to at least make a dent in terms of the possibility of a draw or even a win for themselves.
Yeah, and I mean, we saw that with Oliver. Oh, did he stop the timer there? It looks like he did manage to correct that DNF. 576.
And should someone review the footage because that may have been an early.
I am gonna watch on my end while Ryan does his solve, so you
After
can
Ryan
keep
does
watching
his solve,
Ryan.
I'm just gonna pause the timer honestly, and we're gonna wait for Zach's call. Wait, does that beat a 5 anyway? Actually, it
Did
does
not
beat-
stop the time. Okay, Zayd's solve is good, so
solve
Ryan
is
is
good.
fine.
So Ryan actually gets a point here. That is 3-8.
Zayd did not stop the timer, so he is good. All right, we can keep going.
All right.
I need to enter in my time. There we go.
Okay,
we
we're
go.
gonna see. I think this is what's happening to Ryan now. He's being inconsistently good. Like, there's competitors that are inconsistently average. Like, they get their average times and also a bad time. But I feel like Ryan here is being inconsistently good in that sense. So I'm gonna see what happens with that strategy.
Very quick flip. Gets corners out pretty solidly there and does solve the clock. That will be a 442.
Zayd's gonna have to probably speed up here. Ryan here's looking for his 4th point.
And we didn't talk about the scramble much, but there's some nice edge cases Looks like Zayd did take a little
Could
longer.
be-
That will be a 465, I believe. So that might be another Ryan point.
It could be. I believe. Yes, that is another
Yes.
Ryan point.
Carter, enter in your time.
Yes, I have done. I will do that right now. Okay.
But going back to what you were saying earlier about the unfinished comebacks, this might be something that Ryan is looking to change that narrative about. He really wants. He might try to make this competitive, especially after shortening the lead to 4 for Zayd.
You know, it's funny here because usually these comeback stories happen after the halftime break, but I think we're starting to see one form before. And that's not including stoppage time, which actually starts now, which is, I believe, 3 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. Zayd here,
Yes.
that did look smooth. It's a
447. Very solid.
Let's see if Ryan beats that. Is it a possibility that Zayd gets to double digits before halftime? So far, the trend has been yes in terms of winning competitors, but I want to see how this goes. Ryan's kind of shaky. Oh, or maybe not. Maybe not.
A solid solve, but I don't know if that beats 447. 49, that's solid, but it
49.
won't beat Zayd's 447.
Those corners look kind of fast, though, if I'm not mistaken.
Sorry, I will enter my time. There we go.
All right.
So now Zayd is up to 9 points versus Ryan's 4. Ryan looking to keep getting those points back, especially before halftime, where they're going to be the most valuable. I have about 2 minutes of stoppage left here.
Yeah, all right. I think Ryan here is kind of warming up with the second clock. Let's see here. What happens? Shaky first.
A lot of corner skips that he took advantage of that
And
there.
start the timer.
He didn't start the
Oh,
timer.
he did not.
Did not start the timer. That is a guaranteed 10th point for Zayd, assuming he solves the clock.
Carter, have we explained on stream what happens if both competitors record a DNF?
That is highly unlikely. I have thought about that. I will just what I am thinking is just don't give the competitors any points. I think.
Okay. That's probably a fair solution. Okay, so 572 for Zayd. We'll go ahead and take his 10th point, and we'll go ahead and just keep moving on. I think there's one more solve
There
that
is
these
one
competitors are
more
going to do,
solve.
but I did not enter in my time, so they will wait on that.
If the competitors speed run through this solve, we might be able to fit in one more, but I'm not sure. Probably.
I think one more, and then both competitors can start scrambling. Josh, you can let Zayd know. After this, we will probably be entering into the option of a halftime break. And as mentioned, if one of these competitors wants a halftime break, we give it. So we will ask after both Zayd and Ryan are done whether they both want a halftime break.
All right. That is
The scramble is... Ooh, Zayd is struggling a little bit, but will still get a 504.
So all Ryan needs right now is a sub 5. So a lot of pressure's on the line here because I think this is where you start getting into Zayd definite win territory. Okay.
Y2 flip and
Ooh,
a little slow in the corners.
I
I
don't
don't
think
think that
so.
was what he needed. A
Oh,
495
495.
will
Okay.
get that point.
That is shocking, actually, for me, personally. Okay, we're going to stop the timer.
Okay.
Here. Let's ask both competitors.
See,
for a
Josh,
halftime break.
ask if they want a halftime break.
I'm good to keep going.
Yeah, I'm good too.
Oh wow!
All right.
Okay. We are not opting for the halftime break. I'm ready to start the clock at 15 minutes. I'm going to submit my time, and once I believe Ryan starts, that's when the clock starts.
So that is the third match to not opt for a halftime break. Caleb and Josh, I believe, did not opt for a halftime break. Conan and Cameron decided to not to, and now Ryan and Zayd. The other 3 matches, all of Group D, and then Vishwa versus Luke opted for halftime breaks.
Yes. Okay. So, once
I will enter my time
yeah.
to indicate that we are good to go.
Are they giving us a break or
No.
We, no,
Scramble.
I just
Okay.
scramble.
now there is?
All right.
All right.
So currently in the second half, it is 5-10. So we're gonna see how this goes. Ryan still has a chance here.
Who's going first?
All right.
Ryan is.
Right.
And starting.
Very quick flip there. Oh, did you see that lock up on those
Oh, it's
dials
DNF.
and a DNF?
That's DNF. Pretty much guaranteed point for Zayd. Just assuming he doesn't do anything.
I feel bad. He had everything in that solve go wrong for him. The lockups and then the DNF. So Zayd just needs to just safety the solve, which he did, and we'll take a point.
419 safety. Okay. Well, not
A
necessarily
419 safety.
but we don't know if it was if he did know it was safety. But I think, yeah. Let's look at this scramble. It's adjacent cases. Looks like an adjacent case on the other side, I believe, of this scramble.
Yes, we do have an adjacent case on the light side. Dark side really has nothing to work with, so it's just get lucky.
Yeah. All right. Whoa, okay.
Zayd will take a very smooth solve there for 411.
That's going to be hard for Ryan to beat. That's going to be very hard for Ryan to beat, actually. Ryan's looking at the time. I don't think he's that happy with it, if I had to guess. Alright.
Ryan is starting a little bit of a slow flip there, but does get Oh, another DNF.
That's another DNF.
2 straight DNFs for Ryan. I don't think that would have beaten 411, but he did get a 478.
Yeah, anyone on Team Ryan here, I don't think this is your day. We saw that he tried to make a comeback story just before halftime, but I think as soon as we mentioned it, that's when it all started to fall apart. Hopefully that's not the case here.
Carter, do you think he made a mistake not opting for the break?
I think so, honestly. If I were a competitor, I would opt for a break no matter what. Just it's very nice to just refresh. You can still do clock solves in that break. No one's stopping you from doing that. So
yeah. That's probably something we should also explicitly announce to competitors to just make sure they know.
That is
Ryan looks like he came back to do a little more damage here with a 409. So essentially, Zayd needs to get sub 4 here, which none of these competitors have done yet.
I
so
Zayd has done it once, if I am not mistaken. Actually.
Zayd has gotten 1 sub 4. Apologies for my mistake.
Okay.
And it looks like, yeah.
A
416, very close. Yeah, jinx there. Team Ryan fans got something to be a little happy to celebrate here with a very solid solve, his best of the match so far.
Here's the thing, I think this is where Ryan starts to focus not on a draw, but on solve difference, I think. Because if you think about it, if you win 15-1, if you lose 15-1, that's gonna really hurt you for like the rest of this tournament. So even if you're not necessarily looking for a draw, you do want to look for getting at least a decent solve difference in your circumstances.
Yes.
All right, that is a
Zayd with a 463.
Let's see if Ryan can beat that. I'm not sure if he can. He's getting really nervous here.
There is an edge case and a corner skip on the back. I assume that most competitors will opt to save that edge skip for the back, which Ryan did.
Oh, but that's
so I don't.
Looks kind of smooth, I think.
Yes.
What is that?
That will be a 479. So it looks like Ryan will not take a point here. Very close once again. As mentioned, these competitors are going to be very close to each other when they are both on point. I don't know why cubing time isn't generating scramble. There it is. But
alright, we have an adjacent edge on one side and a corner skip on the other. So let's see how competitors deal with this.
But back to what you were saying earlier, Carter, about solve difference. I definitely think that's very, very important, especially even with draws and stuff, because it's you don't want to be in the scenario where you are down -13 with solve differential.
Oh,
Ryan with an awkward
Oh,
flip,
that is
and he
a
DNFs
Come on.
again.
oh wow. Okay, is that 3 DNFs all within the second half? That's
Now his
just
fourth DNF.
fourth
He
DNF
had-
overall in the whole comp.
Yeah.
I believe. Actually, I think it's more. It might be 5. It is actually 5. That is his 5th DNF in this match.
Zayd
Zayd
will
here.
take his free point here with a 482
482.
safety.
All right. This is just not good news. This is not good news for Ryan here. What this match shows, I think, is that Ryan is very susceptible to inconsistency here. And
Yes.
as I've been saying, or have we been saying for the past matches here, consistency is so important. Like, if
Yes.
you're not consistent in this tournament, you're probably not going to come out on top. So even if you're consistently average, it's better than being inconsistently good, as what Ryan has proven here.
Yes. Ryan is going to look to take a few more last breaths here. We have over 11 minutes of time left if we are including some stoppage. So
This is match
anything
point.
is...
Just I wanna. Oh, okay. That is 2 flips. Oh, that is 3 flips. I think. That is a
788.
Ryan really has a safety here. Alright, Ryan's second side looked kind of slow. Oh my. Okay, that's probably a 6.
Will that
Oh my
that will
God.
probably beat Zayd's 3 flip? That
Yes, it's a
does. So
6.
Ryan will get another point off of that. So he does take another breath there, but Zayd is still holding on to this match point. Ryan's only hope here is to win 8 straight solves.
Yeah, that is, and that's also not considering this. I guess actually even without stoppage time, I guess
We
with
are
stoppage
moving
time,
fast enough to the point where a draw is out of the question. Ryan has to win 8 straight.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a Zayd win, but who knows? Who knows? Okay.
Very fast flip there, as we were talking about. Will get probably another 4 out.
That is a
Yes, a mid
444.
4.
Zayd's average here is a 473, so it's not out of the question that Ryan loses this, but okay.
Very quick flip
Zayd,
there. That
was
might
it.
eat it.
I think that was it.
That
That is
is.
a
He
420.
wins on a 420 as he blazes to victory.
That
Zayd
is
Chaudhry will win his first match of Clock Cup.
that is the final score here. 15-7 in favor of Zayd. Oh wow. Okay. We have a lot to talk about this. Zach, do you have your post-interview questions ready?
Yes, I do, but I'm going to go ahead and switch to a different Discord. So if you wouldn't mind going to the transition to let me do that.
Okay, everyone will be right back. Please do not go away. We're gonna just hold these competitors here for a post-match interview. Josh, would you mind asking Ryan and Zayd to undeafen us?
Ryan and Zayd, can you undeafen Peter and Zach?
Yeah.
We are back. Here with the post-match interview. All right. So Zach, I believe you can just ask away. Honestly, at this point.
All right. Zayd and Ryan, you guys had a great match today. Willowmore towards Zayd on the victory today. To both of you guys can choose who goes first. How are you guys feeling after this match?
You can go first.
Well, to be honest, I kind of relieved, but like I had faith in myself to actually like perform well, especially since I've done a lot of similar things like this before. So yeah.
All right.
All right, Ryan.
I mean, obviously not the result I wanted. I think I started off really bad. I went down like 3 or like 4-1 or something like that. Had a bunch of like 6 DNFs. I think I DNF'd like 6 or 7 solves. Yeah, I don't really know what went wrong, but I have to beat Luke and Vishwa, and I still have a chance. So I'll just look ahead to that.
Yeah, and this match was more of a barnstorm today for Zayd, with him taking basically a 9-point victory today. To Zayd, was this a confidence boost for you today to come out and win like this?
I'm not sure actually. I'd say it is, considering like Ryan is pretty fast and like is only just the tiniest bit slower than me officially. So I'd say he was a good opponent to be up against, especially in the first match.
Yeah, and how does this make you feel going to the other matches against Luke and Vishwa?
I reckon I have a fair shot against each of them, especially Vishwa being more high ranked. I reckon I could pull something off, potentially. Time will tell.
Yeah.
All right, so Ryan, I can tell it definitely doesn't feel great to lose. But with the matches against Luke and Vishwa, what are your keys to regaining that momentum, as you were talking about earlier?
I think I just have to like start off strong. I kept switching my clocks because like none of them were like turning how I wanted them to. So I think I just need to like stick to one instead of switching. And yeah, I think if I just start off right, then I'm fine. The biggest Fs and I kept misturning. I didn't get a single 3, which is like really out of the ordinary. So yeah, I think just focus on turning and maybe like turn more safe against them if I have to.
Yeah. Zach, do you mind if I ask just like a match specific question here? So
Oh, of course, go for it.
Yeah, I guess this is both to Ryan and Zayd, since you both did not opt for the halftime break. So why did you not do that? I guess this question is more specifically directed towards Ryan, but you guys can both answer.
I reckon I was getting a pretty good momentum and consistency with like rolling out a lot of mid to low 4s during the match. Of course, there are like a few 5s, like a 7 in the middle of it, but I reckon I did pretty well with maintaining my consistency. So like I feel like I didn't want to disrupt my flow.
Yeah, and for Ryan, I guess this question's also for you too.
I don't know. I kind of felt like taking like 5 minutes wasn't gonna help me. Like, I wasn't even anxious. I was just like not turning well, and it just is what it is. And I figured taking 5 minutes wouldn't really help me do that. And I was kind of starting to like win some. Like I think I won like 2 of the 3 before the break or something. So I thought I had like momentum. Clearly I didn't, but yeah.
Yeah. That's an interesting response. Zach, do you want to ask your next question?
I think I'm good on questions, but I'll throw something else in terms of the group itself. Now that we've completed the match, let's look a little into the future. You guys are in a pretty competitive group with Vishwa and Luke Garrett also in the group. Are you guys watching any of Vishwa or Luke or even your opponents to make a statement in this group or the tournament as a whole? And if you do have anyone in mind, who would it be? You guys can.
I think first of all, Zayd, my opponent, very very good, like consistent as well. And then also Vishwa. There was a period of time where he just kept getting mid-4 averages officially. He's competed well under pressure before, and he's very 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 good. I'd say I'm very scared of that match because I know I have to win now. And then Luke capable of like pulling something. So, but I'd say mostly Vishwa. I'm very, very afraid of that match.
All right, Zayd, any input?
Yeah, I reckon I'm like kind of the same, but like now that I've won this one, I've got like a little more confidence and like less nervous to have to do well. Especially since I know Vishwa again is very consistent officially. And of course being like former NAR holder, it will be a strong opponent to be up against. So yeah.
Yeah. I think that's all the questions I have, Carter. Do you have anything else to ask?
No, actually, I do not. So
I think we're good to go ahead and end the post-match interview. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and giving some of your thoughts. And I wish you guys luck in the rest of the Clock Cup.
Yep.
Cheers.
All right.
Thank you.
I will see
All right.
you guys. I believe we're having a match on Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern. I will be. I don't think Zach's going to be there, unfortunately. Or
I may or because
may or may
Saturday
not.
I'm free.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're on there, feel free to join. But
Okay.
if not, I will see you guys on Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern. It will be the first match of Group B. It's Carter Thomas versus Reed W. Richardson. I'm going to be honest here. It's probably not going to be as close as what you've seen previously with the past two matches, but I think it's still going to be interesting to watch to see how Carter really does in his first match of the Clock Cup. So you still do not want to miss that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on Saturday.
All right.